Hey guys, my name is Keela and welcome to my channel. So for today, I have my November TBR. I have quite a few books on my TBR this month because I am finally out of my 10-month long reading slump and I'm just ready to get back into it. I'm ready to finally do what I've been wanting to do, and that is read and read and read and talk about books and listen to other people talk about books. And I know I'm just so ready to get back into it. So with that being said, I am bringing you my very ambitious, for me, November TBR. The first book on my TBR this month, I feel like it needs little to no introduction. I feel like everybody knows what this book is. I feel like everybody has read this book. I feel like everybody has loved this book, but the book that I am talking about is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Now, I heard this book will make you cry. I heard this book is like a punch to the gut. I feel like this book will make you literally ugly cry, and I don't know, if you know then you know. I kind of need a good cry right now. Sometimes you just really need a good cry. Sometimes you just really need a beautiful, heartbreaking story, and I'm hoping that's what Song of Achilles does for me, because that's just what I'm looking for right now, amongst other things, but that's just kind of what I'm looking for right now. I don't know that much about Greek mythology, but all I do know is that this is said to be a great story, and this is number one on my TBR. Moving right along, I have Normal People by Sally Rooney. Now, I've heard you either fall on one side of the spectrum. You either really love this book or you think this book is disgusting. Mostly I've heard people say that they do like it, but I heard that if you don't like this book, Sally Rooney has another book. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she has another book, Conversation with Friends, and I heard if you don't like this book that you'll actually like that one, and that they're two completely different like stories. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited to finally read some of Sally Rooney's writing because she's been talked about a lot. This book specifically, I think it just follows two strangers from the moment that they first meet and have their first conversation to like years beyond, where they try to stay away from each other, but you know how fate works, you know, it always draws people together. So that's kind of what this story is about. I'm kind of excited to just read, you know, hopefully a stunning romance, and I'm hoping I really do like this book. Whether if I like this book or not, I think I do want to read Conversations with Friends. I really want to give Sally Rooney a fair shot because she is such a well-liked and well-known author, so very excited to get into this. Now, this next book, I should have read a very long time ago. Cut me some slack because, like I said, I've been in a reading slump and I deserve a pass for this one. Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I don't want to hear it. I've been in a reading slump, like I said, but this book specifically follows, if you remember from the other books, Nesta and Cassian. Cassian's just not my favorite, okay? He's cool or whatever. He's, you know, a vibe for some girls, but Azriel, it's just something about when somebody knows how to just be quiet, and it's just the silence. It's the silence for me, okay? And Cassian doesn't know how to be silent. Cassian's cool, but he's not Azriel, and Azriel doesn't get the respect he deserves. Just saying. But anyways, this story follows Nesta, who I very much adore because, I don't know, Nesta just seems like a very raw character, and I really appreciate that. But it follows Nesta and Cassian, who are completely different from each other. Them being so different from each other, I'm kind of excited to see how the romance plays out, and I really hope this focuses more on the romance rather than whatever the plot is. I don't know, I'm just so excited to hop back into this world because A Court in Thorns and Roses was one of the first books I picked back up after my like years long without reading. And I don't know, it just holds a special place in my heart. It just will forever be some of my favorite books that I've read. So excited to finally get back into this world, get back into the characters, get back into the stunning writing and the stunning romances. So yes, very happy I have this on my TBR this month. All right, so moving on, I have a book that is also long overdue to be read, and that is The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I have heard nothing but good things about this book. What I gather about this book is that in modern day New York, magic is extinct, but you do have very few that still do have magic, including the main character Esta, I believe. And her magic is that she can manipulate time and travel into the past. So what she has been training for her entire life, it seems like, is to go on this last mission, or not last mission, but go on this mission to retrieve this book of secrets and stuff before the magicians can destroy it and doom everybody to, I don't know, just a hopeless future of no magic. I got this book so long ago, I think just a few years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf looking pretty, and I just have not been, I don't know, I have not cracked it open, have not read not one sentence at all, but I am so excited to finally get into it. I've, like I said, heard everybody talk about how much they love it, and I'm really thinking I'm going to love it too. It just seems like the type of story that I would enjoy, especially right now. Next, I have House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I started this one a little bit. I got like, 60 pages in, and it's such a beautiful story. It's very sweet, but I just wasn't too invested in it. But I decided to pick it back up because, I don't know, this does seem like also the type of story that I need right now. It's about Linus, a caseworker, and he gets assigned this case to an orphanage in like a distant island, and he is told like this is top secret, you can't tell anybody about it. And so he's led to believe that this orphanage is filled with very dangerous magical children, like top tier dangerous magical children. So when Linus gets to the orphanage, he starts to, I don't know, uncover some secrets, and he starts to discover that maybe these children aren't as evil and bad as what people are making them out to be. So people have told me that this book feels like a warm hug when you're done reading it. I've heard a lot of people say that this book has also made them cry, so I'm really excited to get into this book also and hopefully get that, I don't know, just heartwarming, sweet story that I've been looking for. All right, so moving right along, I have Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. This is also another book that I started. I got actually kind of far in this book. I think I'm on page 143, and I was enjoying it a lot, but just like House in the Cerulean Sea, I wasn't invested. But I'm invested now because I was enjoying it. This is just a story about two sisters, and I believe they're just not that close to each other. One sister ends up getting really sick, and the other sister, you know, is just trying to be there for her and ends up being, you know, maybe the only person that can help her. And it says here, flung together by sickness and bound by family secrets, will the sisters learn more about themselves and each other than they're willing to confront. I'm just hoping that this is, I don't know, Mary H.K. Choi doesn't disappoint. So I highly doubt this will disappoint. Everyone, this is my dog Berry. She's just so cute. She doesn't like the cameras, but the camera loves you, girl. Look at that. Hold on. You can have your moment. Last, but definitely not least, I have Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Don't know a lick of anything about this book. I've seen it everywhere, but I have not heard anybody talk about it. But on the inside it says, the Mayan god of death sends a young woman on a harrowing, life-changing journey in this dark fairy tale inspired by Mexican folklore. I don't know anything about Mexican folklore, and like I said earlier, I don't really know anything about mythology. This might be one of the first books that I pick up because I'm actually interested to see like what this story is about. And I didn't even read the synopsis. I just read that first little paragraph, so I don't think I will read the synopsis just because I kind of want to go into this blind and see how I feel about it. Alright guys, so that brings me to the end of my TBR. Just to do a little recap, I have Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, Normal People by Sally Rooney, Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi, The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell, I have A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, and Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Woo! I need to work out. So like I said, that just brings me to the end of the TBR. If you guys enjoyed this video, I mean, feel free to come back for more because your girl's gonna be uploading a lot more now, a lot more consistently, just doing more videos, doing more reading, doing more talking about books, being more active on Instagram, which I will link down below in case you want to follow me there. I'm so happy to finally get back into this, happy that that dark cloud of a reading slump is finally past. I could just get back to doing the things that I love. With that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.